I have to admit, I was skeptical about the Thermaltake Tower 100 Snow Mini PC chassis when I first heard about it. I'd seen a lot of mini PC cases before, and most of them didn't really impress me. They seemed to lack a certain something, whether it was a poorly designed layout, flimsy construction, or just a general lack of features. But when Thermaltake announced the Tower 100, something about it caught my eye. Maybe it was the vertically designed case, or the fact that it's made with solid construction. Whatever it was, I knew I had to take a closer look. If you're interested in checking out the product details on Amazon, the link is in the description. I've been using PC cases for years, and I have to say, the Tower 100 Snow has really surprised me so far. I've set up my mini PC inside it, and it looks amazing. The 3-4mm tempered glass windows are not only beautiful, but also really well put together. You can see every detail of my components, and it's honestly been a lot of fun showing it off to friends and family. I've had a few of them comment on how cool it looks, and I have to agree. The way the light from the components reflects off the glass is really something special. Tempered glass cases like this one usually come with a lot of small scratches or imperfections, but the ones on the Tower 100 Snow are thick and strong. I've done a bit of quality testing, and I didn't find a single scratch. I've also noticed that the glass is really easy to clean, which is a big plus in my book. I hate it when dust and dirt accumulate on my hardware, and it's nice to know that I can just wipe this case down with a cloth and it'll be good as new. Another thing I was impressed with was the fan filtration system. Thermaltake did a really good job with the magnetic filters. They are designed to slip in and out easily without making a mess or causing any dust to escape. It's hard to find fan filters that fit this well, but the Tower 100 Snow really nails it. I've had cases in the past where the filters would get clogged up with dust and dirt, and it would be a real pain to clean them out. But with this case, it's a breeze. The filters are easy to remove and clean, and they are also really easy to put back in place. This is a big deal for me, because I like to keep my hardware running smoothly and quietly. And with the Tower 100 Snow, I can do just that. Now, let's talk about the build options. You can mount a CPU cooler up to 190mm high and a graphics card with a maximum height of 380mm. That's plenty of space for anything I'll need, at least. I was a bit worried that the case might be too small for some of my components, but it turns out that it's got plenty of room. I've also been impressed with the cable management options. There are plenty of ties and hooks to keep everything organized and tidy. I've had cases in the past where the cables would get all tangled up, and it would be a real pain to deal with. But with the Tower 100 Snow, it's easy to keep everything organized and looking good. One thing that really impressed me about the design was the top panel, which has two 3.0 USB ports and one Type-C USB port. Yes, I know, those aren't the high-speed USB-C ports that give you the most juice, but they are easy to use and work really well. Plus, when you attach a device with that Type-C cable, it's a lot harder to get it mixed up with micro or nano USB. I've had that problem in the past, where I'd try to plug in a device and I'd end up with the wrong type of USB port. But with the Tower 100 Snow, that's not a problem. The USB ports are clearly labeled and easy to access, which is a big plus in my book. Overall, I think I was pleasantly surprised by how good this case has turned out. Now, I know what you might be thinking, what about the downsides? Well, I'll get into those in a minute. For now, let's talk about where the Tower 100 Snow succeeds. One place where this case really excels is in its looks. As I mentioned earlier, that tempered glass is top-notch. Plus, the cable management is pretty great. When you've got everything in its right spot, I was a bit worried that I'd be left with a rat's nest of cables in the back. But Thermaltake has come through with this one. The case is designed to be easy to work with, and it shows. There is one place, however, where this case takes some getting used to. If I'm being honest, the stand might not be the sturdiest. I mean, Thermaltake does supply it, but sometimes it feels a little like it's at risk of falling over, even if the case is stable. It's not a huge deal, and it might just be me being paranoid, or you might get the sturdier stand that Thermaltake's promised will be available in the future. I've also noticed that the USB 3 ports and one Type-C port are going to be super exposed when you take the top off. Keep that in mind. It's not a huge issue, but it's something to be aware of. You'll want to make sure that you're careful when handling the case, especially if you've got delicate components inside. Despite these two tiny issues, I really like the Tower 100 Snow. The way it looks, how well it runs, and just generally how cool it looks next to my desk, has won me over. Whether you're an enthusiast, a tinkerer, or a PC wannabe, I genuinely think this case deserves some serious consideration. It's a great option for anyone looking to build a mini PC, and it's definitely worth checking out. I've been using it for a while now, and I can confidently say that it's one of the best cases I've ever owned. So if you're in the market for a new case, I'd definitely recommend giving the Tower 100 Snow a look. The link is in the description, so go check it out if the Tower 100 Snow sounds right for you. Thanks for watching.